Hey guys, my name is Elizabeth Martinez and I hope you're all doing great today. I'm pretty sure that most of you can recognize this, right? It's gum. We all know it and we all love it. But let me ask you something. What is it you really know about a piece of gum, besides the fact that it's delicious? Millions of people from all over the world consume bubble and chewing gum, but little, if any, know what this is really made of. And that's why I'm here today. My mission for today is to inform you guys as much as I possibly can about this delicious piece of gum. So at least you guys know what is that you're gonna be putting in your mouth. First of all, chewing gum has been present since ancient Greece. It might not be, the typical modern day gum that we all know and love, but it was similar. Ancient Greece found relief from stress by chewing a gum made from a resin. And the resin is basically a sticky substance obtained from trees and plants. In your case, they used the resin found in the bark of a mastic tree. It was called mastiche. The Mayans, on the other hand, used chicle, which is a latex from a tree that served as chewing gum more than 1,000 years ago. A latex, it's a kind of milky, juicy-like substance that we get from trees and plants. Hardened sap from the spruce tree was the favorite of American colonists. Around the mid-19th century, sweetened paraffin wax toppled the spruce gum for popularity ratings. You guys might have been noticed that I've been speaking about bubblegum and chewing gum like they're two different things, and in fact they are. Like their name suggests, chewing gum it's for us to chew, while bubblegum it's for us to blow bubbles. The creator of what we know as modern day chewing gum is Thomas Adams. In the 1960s, around that time, some chicle was brought from Mexico to the United States with the idea of selling it as rubber. But Adams found that the chicle would never harden, so he couldn't sell it as rubber. But he did found that by boiling the chicle, it would make a pretty good chewing gum. It was so good that it soon replaced the market's favorite, which is the paraffin gum. This was not our modern day version, the one that we find in the supermarket, which is this one. The original formula for the chewing gum that Thomas developed was perfection almost 20 years later. I mean, by this point, I guess you guys want to know what is really in your bubble gum, right? Like the ingredients. And let me tell you that the ingredients are just five: gum base, sugar, corn syrup, softening agents, and flavoring agents. Gum base, it's basically the resin, the latex, or the various waxes. It's what it gives the chewability to the gum because it doesn't dissolve in your mouth when you chew it, which is perfect. The corn syrup, it's used to keep the gum nice and flexible, and it also helps sweeten the gum. And extra sugar is also added to the mix. Other ingredients such as vegetable oil that keeps the mixture moistened. Needless to say, the flavoring agents are also added. The market favorites are spearmint, peppermint fruit, and spices. This one that I have right here, it's spearmint. To make the worldwide famous sugar-free bubblegum, sugar and corn syrup are left out of the mix, and natural sweeteners are added instead. The main difference between bubblegum and chewing gum is that the gum base used for bubblegum is firmer and more elastic. The elasticity allows the user to blow some bubbles. Bubblegum also has less flavoring, since its main purpose is to blow bubbles. Manufacturers see no reason to add a large amount of flavorings. That's why perhaps you've noticed that bubblegum flavor fades like after a couple of minutes after you're chewing them, while the chewing gum, this one, lasts longer. Bubblegum was invented in 1928 by Walter E. Deamer. According to the inventor himself, it was an accident. Deamer was supposed to be working as an accountant to the Fleer Chewing Gum Company in Philadelphia, but he enjoyed playing around with gum recipes in his spare time. But this particular batch, the last one he did, was different. It was less sticky and more flexible than traditional gum. He took 5 pounds of his new creation and sold it in a grocery store. It sold out in a single afternoon. The bubblegum that Mr. Deamer created at that time was pink because it was the only food coloring that he had near when he actually created it. So that's why most of today's bubblegum, it's pink. The Fleer company took over the distribution of the new created gum and named it Double Bubble. You might recognize this name because we can still find it today, like in supermarket. Like everything in life, gum has different functions. The most common one is to improve bad breath, but we can also find nicotine gum, which is used to aid smoking cessation. The dental gum, which helps you clean your teeth, and the think gum, which is a gum that some designers believe it helps them improve their concentration. Chewing gum is also used for weight loss. Research shows that chewing gum helps you reduce hunger, which means that you consume less calories. It has also been used by your government in the military. The US government has supplied chewing gum to soldiers since World War I because it helped them improve the soldiers' concentration and relieve stress. Since 2005, the US government has been investing in chewing gum research, hoping to find chewing gum formulation with an antibacterial agent that could replace conventional oral hygiene methods in the battlefield. The US government also provides its troops with caffeinated gum to keep soldiers alert for extended periods of time without experiencing fatigue or drowsiness. Each stick contains 100 milligrams of caffeine in it, same amount as in an average cup of coffee. I really enjoy, researching about this topic. It's such a common product for us to buy, and I was amazed by so many things that I learned that I really didn't know about gum, and I'm really excited to be able to share this experience with you guys. Thank you very much, and I hope you guys enjoy.